All right, guys, what is up? Welcome on back. It is week 3, and it's time to sign. I'm not going to be able to sign small. I can sign Spencer if I want, but I'm not going to. He wants like 40, 50 million a year. So what I'm doing is he does have 1 year left. So what I'm doing in fairness is I'm trading for another guy who's got 1 year left on his deal. And it's actually a guy we've had on our team, Derek Johnson. He's not a heavy cap hit. He does have to be extended. I can either extend him or I can let him go. And I'm going to try to get a late first round pick, which is fine. And this guy, Boston, I threw in just because they needed to be positive in the cap room. But, yeah, I just need a backup middle linebacker. He's a younger guy, which is cool. Normal dev trait, younger guy, which is, I can work with him. And if I can get the first round pick, that'd be great. If not, I'll be happy to get another pick. But I've got a feeling they're going to jump all over this. Because I feel like in the long run, if they can extend him, they're going to win this trade. I hope they can extend him. I don't like trading guys with 1 year left and then they leave. So, but, yeah, I may as well get something back for him. I may not be getting enough. I don't know if they're going to take it, but, anyway, let's give it a shot. And then we have a whole bunch of other players to sign, which I think we can sign everyone. I think we can sign just about everybody. It's a really good contract. So let's get these guys signed, and hopefully Derek Johnson can stay on my team another year or two and get him signed again. But yeah, that'd be great to get him back. That'd be cool. I always like getting my older players back. Yeah, I had a feeling they would take that. In fact, I lost that trade, to be honest with you. But I had to kind of do that. I had to kind of do that, but like I said, he has to be extended, so I have to extend him. It's not like I'm trading for someone who's got multiple years left on the deal. I have to extend him. So, what number should I put for him? He was 95 for me before. I think that's good for him, right? I'm trying to think, he's 95 now. Oh, my defensive tackle. We'll give him 99. We'll give him 99. I'm going to extend the young guy. Not Barron, Copeland. I'm going to extend Copeland and put him on the other side with Matthews. So Copeland will be my guy. I just have to kind of put effort into him. So we have to cut one player, which is going to be the middle linebacker that I have currently. I actually drafted him. He's not very good. I'm probably going to put him on the practice squad, to be honest with you. Cordoba, I drafted him like 2 years ago. Yeah, he's going to have to go. He's okay. Yeah. He is what he is. But this guy here looks like he might be pretty good, so at least as a backup. But, yeah, let's get these other guys signed, and we'll figure things out here. Fitzsimmons, I definitely want to extend him. We're going to give him 6 years. We'll do this because he's kind of in the yellow. I think that's good to have. I mean, I think he's going to be an elite tight end, so I think that's pretty good. It's a pretty good contract for me, in my opinion. There we go. So we have 56 million left. He's my left tackle. He doesn't want to stay, but I can literally throw the bag at him and still be saving money. Let's do this. He'll probably stay for this. I'm not kidding. I mean, you can't beat that contract. I mean, and it's funny. I'll do that, and then I'll have no money next year. It's just odd. Vallejo, I do want to keep him. I would like to keep him. I think he's a really good backup, to be honest. Oops. There we go. I mean, he could be a starter. He's a superstar. This guy here I actually signed on the practice squad. I was looking for a free safety, and I ended up... Did I cut? No, Gilmore's still on the team, but I do want to extend this guy. Because I think he's got a ton of potential, and he can take over for Caldwell, because Caldwell's not going to be there a ton longer. So let's get him extended. I think these contracts I'm signing these guys for are spectacular, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting these guys, like, literally very cheap. Claiborne's that 235-pound running back I've got. Let's get him for 5 years. Let's throw him a nice little bonus there. Let's get him for $4 million a year. Okay. It's all right. I mean, if he doesn't sign, he doesn't sign. I'd like to keep him. This guy was a guy I got off the practice squad because I needed another center. So he's got some potential, this guy. I just need a good backup. Let's do this, and we'll give him $1 million here because I think he's going to be good eventually. There we go. I mean, I'm still rocking cap space, you know, top tier cap space here, baby. Copeland, this is the guy I wanted to extend. Okay, well, we'll keep throwing money at him. I think we can throw like a lot more than he's asking for. We can still get him at a good price. I'm not kidding. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting really good players, to be honest, at really cheap prices. I just am. Derek Johnson, Bobby Kemp, I'd like to extend. How much money do I have? Let's try that. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna extend Caldwell. Does he want to stay? I think he does, right? Yeah, he does. So let's give him 2 years. Let's do that. I'm guessing he'll stay for... Oh, shit, I'll have 130... What? Why does he want so much money? He wants too much fucking money, that guy. Yeah, he wants too much money. Fuck. And he's 34. Well, he's only going to play one more year. He really is just only going to play one more year. He's not going to play much longer, so he can go play for someone else for a year. Derek Johnson wants $41 million. This is why no one signs him. That's why no one signs him. Right there. Let's hold off on Caldwell. Because I'd like to get Copeland signed. And then Caldwell just... maybe a low ball him or something. But yeah, we'll see. I'll update you guys. Most likely, I'll get Dakota Copeland signed. Excuse me, maybe the running back, and then Caldwell might have to be let go for his. He's not going to play much longer. He's going to be done. But yeah, we got at least Derek Johnson for the season, and then we have Copeland coming in, and we can kind of replace him. But Spencer needed to go somewhere and get extended. I'm really, really hoping he can stay with the Bills because I hate trading guys and then they go on free agency. But I was hoping to sign Johnson, but he just wants. I mean, he wants $40 million. He's like 34 years old. That's just not how he's going to sit on the. He's been sitting in free agency, and now I can see why. But anyway, yeah, at least we got a decent end for a season, and then in fact what I'll probably do is just start Copeland and get him extended and just have Johnson as a backup. I don't know what I'm going to do, but Johnson's good. Johnson's really good. He's one of the best defensive ends in the league, so I might just stick it out with him, but we'll figure it out. I'll do the depth chart. We'll play week 3. In fact, we're going to be playing Spriggs, Tyler Spriggs, our corner. This is who we signed with. But anyway, see you.
A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get you caught up on. Why don't we start out in Foxborough? The Patriots at home to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is the Steelers quarterback. He had it working. This one of 5 touchdown passes for the game. The Steelers are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. From there, let's move on to another compelling early season matchup. And it's the Vikings quarterback. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The Vikings get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. Lastly, got one more to show you here. And it's the Raiders quarterback. He's going to look deep and find his receiver. 30-yard touchdown. The Raiders are out to a 2-0 start. They roll in this one. And that's that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an inter-conference contest between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Browns. This side unable to make it 2-0 to start the year, dropping their game last week. On the other sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. It is time for some football. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll have a veteran leading them out. It's their 9th-year quarterback.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. You just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that.
Home back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Browns first down. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away. One drive in, and he's already in line for that ice bath. Took a couple of early hits. It looks like it's affecting his ability to deliver that football.
Yeah, and I'll let you know a little secret here, Kate. Those defenses, once they get to the quarterback, they usually don't stop.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Setting him on the dive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
2nd and 19 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 13.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They're going play action. Headed out right. This is Sutton working the right side. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Back on 2nd and goal. Can't get it to him. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Setting up to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throats.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. And it's an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Running it now out of the gun. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Working now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed. Chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Dive play straight ahead. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They gain 11 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Connects on the crosser. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. He's dropping back to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Has some space inside the 15. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the red zone on first. We've got a screen to the running back. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 13-0 lead. To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers drive out to an early... Nothing lead.
14. Browns nothing.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They'll run here on first down. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Running from the gun here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Now they send their back in motion right. Third and long, they're going to throw. This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Pittsburgh right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. And on fourth down, they're about ready to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
46-yard line.
They give it to him again. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 40.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
Now second and 6.
Back to throw now. Brought in right side. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. From the red zone now. Buying some time right. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 20-zip lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights.
Browns nothing.
And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Back out now comes It's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to it.
The steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. They step up to a 2nd and 11 here following the sack. He's going to throw this one. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. They're going to try and throw it here. Short pass brought in. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
That one's complete over the middle. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give the quarterback a chance.
And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They got 21 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Let's go. Nice.
Back to the wall again. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready? Check go.
He'll look to throw. Left side now, caught by Sutton. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Nick Sutton with back-to-back catches. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers were running away so far with a 27-zip game. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort there to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle, it can mean a touchdown.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again.
Browns nothing.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And this drive, they need to come up some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel this has been so momentous one way. And as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Plowing up the middle. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punting unit out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
He's got Sutton complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 22. And the Steelers have a first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right now. Damage through the air.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We've set it down from 37. First down, they'll run. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Back to throw. Complete over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
Second and 5.
I'll throw it. Has room into the secondary. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. So not an easy feat by any means, Brock. Scoring on the play with interference, and they, of course, decline it and take the touchdown.
Yeah, you talk about it, and you love to see it, guys that can play through that contact. Kind of like in basketball, right? You take a foul, but you still finish the hoop. It's the same thing with these pass catchers on the other end of it. Those that can play through contact, well, they tend to separate themselves.
This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. And His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was. So what? We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime, and on to the start of the third quarter. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They go play action on 1st down. Complete out to the right. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And he gets back to the line, but no more. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And they're going to throw out of the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. No throw, 3rd and long. He's got a man left, and he's going to be blocked out after reaching the 43. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
I know we get so enamored with a one-handed catch, an amazing throw, but I am telling you, that kick from that distance is just as impressive. The leg strength, the power, he drives it low, and he finds a way to get an enormous 3 points.
And this drive will start inside. At the 25. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. That's one he knows he should have had. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Steelers bringing pressure, no place to go, down he goes. Sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
Get up. 70, ready, go.
3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers take possession in the area of the 38. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who senses the need for a splash play and delivers.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 18.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
There's a dive up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Yep.
He's going to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Third down and 10.
Throw here, third down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they... the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
The Browns getting their offense out there. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go.
Let's go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Hits him on the out route. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Out of bounds at midfield. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Cowboy 80.
Running back sent in motion. Second down pass play coming. He completes it in traffic. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
We'll go with a design keeper. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
At the 46-yard line.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this.
Here we go. Make it. Just the Eagle.
They'll run for this. And he has this down to the 34. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down. They pull off the conversion.
A gain of 12. First down.
Get ready, ready. Got me lying.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set, and at the line, the quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. They're going play action. Finds a man right side. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
Second and 13. At the Steelers' 36-yard line.
Broncos.
Throwing it on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. We're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Come on, come on.
Pass play coming here. They put some air under it deep down the left. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And here in our third quarter, finally able to get their first points of this game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10.
The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Following the play, we have an injured Steeler. The training staff out there to check on him as we take a pause. Down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Give now to the running back. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And the Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Man, those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And you just get the play off. Throwing the out route complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Sending him on the dive. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little win. Dressing here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Back to pass on 1st and 10. That one's complete right side. And he's tackled for no gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
The 21-yard line.
Mown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The 17-yard line.
Get up. Cowboy 80.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. They're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
Ready. Hiking it.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So out now comes the punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Steelers take over.
The Steelers returning their offense and this running back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
This is Sutton working the right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Steelers have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go now. 19.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Taking a shot towards the end zone. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Come on, go.
Here's the handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
33-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
To the air on 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. Making the call himself. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Working now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Their punter making his way out now. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. Now this one, not much of... chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
It's a gain of 8.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 21-yard line.
Ready. Bronco 80. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
The Steelers
Pick up a 5 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
26-yard line.
Ready.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Ready.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers looking at a 3-0 start to the season. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and a lone yard
Let's
coming
go
up.
now. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
Dive play straight ahead. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it. I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time. They really need to pick up a few yards.
Go!
They'll run here on first down. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
60 Bison.
So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.